Pisces, thanks for dropping in with me. We're here to do your weekly dive into the collective Pisces energy and just see what's swirling about you, what opportunities are coming your way, and how to take the most empowering actions on your path moving forward. So let's just get right into it. This is for any significant Pisces placement, or if you have a prominent placement in the 12th house. Likewise, if you are a Virgo rising, that makes you a Pisces descendant, and you may find a lot of resonance with these messages. So let's see what is coming through for Pisces, what is coming through for Pisces, what is coming through for Pisces spirit. We're working with the Arcane BS deck. All right. Bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is about, the ending of something just as soon as you try to slap a label on it. All right, it's sort of like an interruption of just the natural creative force, allowing something to become what it's meant to become instead of needing to put such set parameters or definitions on it. It's like as soon as you try to put a label on something, tried to define what it was. This could even be like that discussion, like, what are we here? What's going on here? Are we in a commitment or not? Are we moving forward with this or not? Or wanting to have a particular title in a situation. This is really wanting to put a label on something. And it was like, as soon as the label was attempted to be put on a situation, that's what creates the ending of it. There might have been a part of you that knew that this thing was not able to have a label put on it. This was just something that was meant to be free flowing, or maybe it was just breezing through your life to teach you something. But there's something here about once you try to define something, try to define a connection, try to define an experience, try to define an opportunity and put some kind of structure around it instead of just going with the flow. That is the thing that ends what could have birthed a new beginning. So there's something you're kind of grappling with here. You're thinking about how you felt sort of burned in a situation, like it was very enticing. This thing called you forward, but there was something about a desire to really quickly define it, that sort of like cut it off before it could become what it wanted to be. All right, let's get some more details. What's coming in here for Pisces around this? What does Pisces need to know about this situation? I think there were things in this situation that didn't feel quite right to you, but you kind of ignored some of your instincts because you were so enticed to head in a particular direction. And I think you got very focused with this, where you were like, I'm going in this direction. Nothing's going to stop me from going in this direction. So much to the point that you had your eyes on lock on the sights of what you wanted to, arrive at. Like, this is my end goal. This is what I want to achieve in this situation. This is what I want this connection to be. That you almost became more mechanical about it. And there's this piece here about needing to have something so structured, so defined, that this is what kind of like cut off the magic in a situation I got, right? And I think you've been very persistent with this. You might have even been methodically doing something, or just methodically like on somebody's butt, I got, trying to get them to, fall in line with your vision for a situation, for a relationship, or an arrangement. And this person is more guided by just like their instincts. This is not somebody who does things in a mechanical way. This is not somebody who likes to have a label put on them. This is not a situation that will be defined. And so this is kind of approach is sort of at odds, okay? I also feel like this could be speaking in regard to a connection as well, where you feel like things have just become a little bit too mechanical, a little bit too predictable. You're looking for something a little bit more in this situation. You might have even had some questions about this. This is what kind of put like a wrench in the works. All of a sudden the brakes were put on this thing I got. All right, more details about this for Pisces, please. What does Pisces need to know about this situation? Somebody's very stubborn here that you're dealing with, or a situation is very intractable in the sense that it will not be defined. It will not be fenced in. It will not be controlled. Okay. It won't fall in line with your wishes. You got somebody here. It's like, they're like, I'm just here to have a good time. Okay. With little Pablo here in this situation. I think somebody is just refusing to feel like they're going to fall in line with somebody else's plan of what works for them. You know, somebody here is more of a free spirit. Somebody here may have even taken off, gone on a trip, gone on some kind of pleasure trip. They wanted to kick up their heels for a bit. You know, they wanted to have some fun. This person's wanting to cleanse themselves of anything that feels controlling or too structured. Okay, that person could be you. Big like New Orleans vibes here. You know, I'm seeing that. I got like jazz reference here. We got the, you know, the crawfish and blowing a party horn. So, you know, yeah, I feel like somebody's out having a good time. They're having fun. You know, they want to feel like brand new again. You know, this could be you. You could have been in a situation where you just felt like this is just too mechanical. It's too predictable. I can't do this anymore. I have certain desires. I have certain urges. I don't want to stay in this situation. This could be in a connection too, where you just feel like it's gotten to like on autopilot, you know. You need something that like, you know, makes you want to beat your chest again. I got that. All right. And you know, with jazz is like every time, you know, somebody plays jazz, it's like brand new. It's very fresh. It's innovative. It's different. You know, it refuses to color within the lines. And there's something about this, like somebody is breaking free of this sense of being so controlled or having to just do things in such a monotonous way. They're like, no, I will not fall in line. I will not fall in line. Somebody here is wanting somebody to fall in line, go by the book, go by their plans, you know, define the connection, define the situation. And this is what's destroying it, because somebody here does not want to be in this position. Somebody here wants more freedom. I got that. Okay. And they're actually looking for a new beginning in their life. They feel like they've been really held back for a long time. And they're just like, I don't want to be stuck in this anymore. I'm bored, silly. I need something that just makes me feel alive again, you know, feel alive again. Yeah, you're just not feeling nourished here. You know, it's not fulfilling you. It's not giving you what you want. It's not giving you what you want on, you know, a sensual gratification level either. It's not cutting it. Somebody here is feeling empty and they're wanting something more. And I do feel like there could even be like a little rebellious trip involved in this. Like somebody like took off. They're like, that's it. You know, I just need to get out of town for a few days. I need to blow off some steam. I need to have some fun. You know, it could be also that somebody went and hooked up, you know, hooked up on some like romantic getaway. In some cases, they might be concerned that they might have, you know, gotten pregnant. Okay, this could be something that's coming up now. Okay, that's not for everybody. There could have been like a pregnancy scare, though. I do see that this could be something coming up in the mix for some people. This energy has been front and center, but I mean, it makes sense. We're moving out of cupping season and we're heading toward the spring, so things tend to pick up a little bit at this time. Yeah, just as I said that, I got a uterus with feet here. All right. So there could be this kind of action in play, like somebody trying to kind of like have control over a situation with a pregnancy, right? This may really be throwing somebody off. They may feel like they got taken advantage of in a situation. I can see this could apply both ways, really, honestly. You know, usually you look at situations like that and it gets deferred to the woman, right? Like, oh, it's the woman's fault. Like, she's the one who did it. She planned this. This could also be, you know, a man, you know, trying to get a woman pregnant because they want to keep her at home, you know, have her fall in line with kind of like traditional values. But somebody here is like, they don't fit within that mold and they will not fall in line with that. Okay. Somebody here will not be controlled. They won't. And they're taking a stand for what will fulfill them, what's right for them. They're trying to redefine terms, I got, okay? Because something hasn't been working for them in this situation. you could be dealing with a baby's mama, you know, that's causing problems, that's, you know, stirring up stuff in the mix here, okay? Or it could be somebody's ex that they share a child with is, you know, sort of causing some difficulties in this situation, trying to have too much control in a situation. They don't want to see somebody move forward and head toward this new beginning they want. Somebody's wanting a new beginning here. They want to be free of some kind of restrictions, some kind of monotony. They want to do what really makes them feel alive again. They refuse to be controlled. It's got a rebellious vibe to it, I have to say. Somebody's at the point where they want this new beginning so much, they're rebelling. I feel that. And there is a little bit of this energy here too, like they might rebel just to kind of like just stick it to somebody too. You know, they want to give somebody the finger for telling them who they need to be and what they need to do, and you know, trying to put some kind of label on who they. Yeah, somebody's really like bucking up against this. They won't let their experience be defined by another at all. Nope, nope, nope. Like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. We're not doing this anymore. A cat licking its own butt for eternity. We're not doing this anymore. I know what this is about. I don't enjoy this. This is not what I want. Somebody doesn't want this. And I have to say, somebody here is wanting some strange. They're tempted. Somebody here is tempted, you know, they're bored. They're bored of, you know, their current love story. They're bored of their current life. They're bored of the role they've been cast in. They don't want this anymore. Somebody here is really rebelling against this, and they refuse to be put in a box or to be controlled in any way or toe the line. And they're really wanting to break free of this. And I don't know, I feel like somebody might be like planning some kind of trip too. If they haven't already gone on this trip, they're planning on doing it soon. They want to just kick up their heels for a bit. They want to have some fun. They don't want to toe the line. Like they're casting off an old identity, you know? Yep. Cut the deck. Got here. The guru. You know, we got a situation here though where, you know, somebody is trying to really control somebody's moves in this regard. They really are. They're like wearing a mask, you know, they're not being authentic. They're telling this person they know the best way for them to move forward, and they're really like trying to control this person and what they want to do for themselves. Somebody here is trying to exercise too much control in this situation, and they're robbing this person of their own free will desires to live the life they want to live on their terms. Somebody's feeling really trapped in this situation, and somebody is working them. Yeah, there is, like, here we got Aunt Brenda, you know, trying to school somebody, trying to get them to, you know, give them what they need to feel fulfilled, to feel nurtured. Meanwhile, this person does not want to be in this situation. Somebody's trying to control somebody here. Brenda could be factoring into the situation. It's Aunt Brenda. Could be a family member. Could be somebody that, you know, feels like they have too much sway over what needs to happen in this situation with this person. It's coming through as a connection, as a romantic connection. And somebody here is just like trying to have way too much control over somebody. And they're trying to hold somebody to a certain role that they don't want to be cast in. Like, this person's not wanting this. They're not wanting this. And in some ways, you know, somebody's really confusing this person too with, you know, how they're kind of like manipulating them. I feel there's like some mental manipulation that's happening in this situation so much where this person now feels disempowered. They feel like they don't even know, you know, the correct way to move forward in their own life because they've gotten so used to defaulting to what somebody else has to say about how they should live their life and the choices they should make. They don't even see this, you know, they don't even see that. They have no clue the way somebody else is totally controlling, you know, them right now. They have no clue. You know, this could be somebody too that really like builds up their self-esteem, caters to them, strokes their ego, makes them feel really good about who they are. And so because of that, you know, they just let this person kind of run the show. because they are getting some gratification out of it. Meanwhile, they don't realize the way they're being disempowered in this situation. Somebody, though, is tired of this, and they're waking up out of this place where everything feels so convoluted and unclear, and where they don't feel connected to their own life anymore because they've just been trusting what somebody else wants to do in this situation or what they think is right. Somebody's starting to question here. And I feel like this person's about to have an outburst. I do. They've been holding it in for a long time, and they've got a truth that they're going to bring forward, and they're going to bring it with a lot of heat. Like, this can be an argument. Somebody's standing up for themselves, and they're like, I'm going to decide how I want to move forward. I'm going to do what I want to do here. And you're not going to tell me how this is going to go. This could be you. This could be somebody you're dealing with. You know, but somebody is trying to like almost like mommy somebody or micromanage somebody or try to direct their course and make the choices that are right for them. And they totally have disempowered this individual along the way by limiting their own free will to make choices according to what's right for them. And it's because they want to have control in this situation. They think they know better what's right for this person than they do themselves, which is just the most ridiculous BS, man. And yeah, we got rhubarb Tony here. Okay, so we got a strong masculine figure here who has been spending some time thinking about this a bit. They've been looking at the history of the situation. They've been going over it in their mind. They're also starting to connect with their own emotions. With that rhubarb there is connected to the Venus energy. So somebody here is starting to wake up. They're starting to get in touch with their own intuition. They're starting to get in touch with their own feelings in this situation. And they're realizing, like, this looks really familiar. I've been in situations like this before, and I don't want to be in this same kind of scenario again. So I feel like somebody is about to start really listening to their own heart and stop listening to what other people have to say about the choices they make. All right, let's get some clarification here, Pisces. What do we want to work with? What do we want to work with here for Pisces? Super awesome future cards. Okay, let's pull them out. Bottom of the deck. There's a tower coming in this situation. It's not expected, okay, but this lightning's coming. It's going to shake things up. And this is something that's meant to happen with that 7 energy there with the 25, okay? Something is meant to come into alignment for this person. In order for there to be alignment, though, there needs to be a radical shift in their current life trajectory. So something here needs to come down, okay? There's a truth that needs to come forward. There's no more towing the line in this situation. Either you're delivering this lightning bolt or somebody's delivering it to you, but there's some kind of facade here. There's some kind of control that's been in place, and somebody's breaking free in this situation. And I feel like there's a lot of heat behind it, okay? There could be an argument that comes forward in regard to this. I mean, somebody held in their feelings for too long in this regard. So when they do come forward, they come forward with a lot of heat. There's a lot of fire behind what they have to express. You could be dealing with a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got kind of like swords energy here, fire energy here. I'm seeing a lot of those references, okay? So something is definitely shifting in this situation. What is coming in for Pisces in this situation? What does Pisces need to know in this situation? It's interesting with your reading because I'm picking up this, like, there's been too much sort of like mixed up in this situation. It feels very convoluted. And it does feel like there's one person in this situation who's kind of like running the show. They're calling the shots. They're getting people to like toe the line, all right? And the others are just going along with it because everything is just so undefined and convoluted, and everything's sort of fitting into this one person's framework of how they see the situation or what they want in this situation. And it's getting to the point where now things are so convoluted that people are having to kind of like take some space to get clear on what's coming up for them. And they've reached the boiling point. So there's going to be some kind of outburst that like breaks up this monotony and gets things moving forward in the right direction. But clearly there's somebody here who's exercising way too much control in a situation. And the cord needs to be cut on that, because people need to be free to, you know, follow their own directive and what's right for them, you know. It's about respecting your truth and not letting somebody else have that agency over your life. Yeah, somebody's wanting to break free, and somebody is wanting to maintain a stronghold of this with the breakup in reverse here. And this is a group dynamic situation. There's many different characters involved in this situation. Some are jumping ship, some are still waiting for a rescue. They're out at sea. They don't know how to get back into shore, you know. And then there's one character here who really benefits from everything. They're just like off like smooth sailing. This person may have even orchestrated this mess. Okay, so there's something here where this is long standing. This has been needing to be addressed for a long time. And somebody here has been so pressurized in this situation, they're not going to put up with it anymore, even if they have to make things even worse. Okay. All right, give some more guidance about this. So something is wanting to be moved away from, and somebody is really holding on to it super strong, and they're not allowing this to be released. They're trying to control. Okay, this could involve a Sagittarius. This is what's crossing the energy here. This could involve somebody born in the year of the snake, or the year of the dog, or the year of the horse in Chinese astrology. There is somebody here that they're trying to follow where their heart is leading them. They know where they want to go. I feel like something's really going to come in with the full moon. It comes in like a lightning bolt. It's unexpected. You never saw this coming. This person's going to go in a particular direction. This could be the person even who's wanting to go on a trip, all right? It's a building block for their future. Whatever's calling them forward, they feel like this is kindred. This has been going on for a while, but I feel like the full moon that comes in near the end of March, it's a full moon in Libra, and it's the first lunar eclipse to kick off eclipse season. So you're not going to see this coming. Like, somebody in this situation is not going to see this coming, but something is being transformed here. And somebody's taking a bold action because they want to move into expansion. They feel stifled. They want to follow what's giving them a sense of optimism. They want to follow what feels like it's in alignment with them. This person is ready to explore, and they might want to go on some kind of trip. They might want to travel somewhere, okay? And something about this is being transformed in this situation. There's a lot that's transforming on an emotional level in this situation. It's taken time for somebody to get to this point where they really could become clear about the direction they wanted to head in. All right, let's do a cut of the deck here and see what we got. We got the cats, okay? So there's a lot that's operating behind the scenes here. And there's multiple people, and they're all suspicious of each other. And there is secrets in this situation. And something ain't right. Something don't smell right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know that something's up. Something doesn't feel right. Somebody in this situation is feeling like something's off. And they're wanting to break free of this situation when nobody's looking. And everybody in this situation is in this place. I feel that, you know. There's multiple people involved in this situation. There's mutual suspicion. Nobody trusts each other. There might have been alignment in this situation at one point, but there's not anymore. And so something is being broken free of here. Yeah, because it feels like it's something that just holds everything back, right? Somebody is freeing themselves from something that, you know, had too much control for too long. They gave it too much power and authority. Because in this deck, the flame is something that's like, it's like the devil, but it's not as big of a deal as it comes off as. It doesn't have the power that it thinks it has to keep everybody in line, to deceive everybody. There's something that is being revealed here. And whoever has been in this position of power, you know, burning people's bridges and interrupting them from moving forward toward what they want to move forward toward. Whoever has been causing these problems or has been sowing the seeds of dissension, spreading lies, you know, moving in counter to what somebody's true desires are and trying to, you know, manipulate a situation like this ain't gonna work. This is being overcome. Somebody's moving forward in this situation, okay? It could be you, Pisces. It could be somebody you're connected to. But there's been some kind of controlling element in this situation that's being overcome. And it's the source of a lot of BS, a lot of lies, a lot of blockages, a lot of manipulation. And somebody is really starting to realize that this ain't it for them. They're not going to stay in this stuck position anymore. They're breaking free and they're ready to actually have what they want to have in their lives instead of letting somebody else